Hello and welcome to Around the Diocese. I'm Father Sight here with your local news source for what's happening around our diocese and beyond. This is your December 2nd edition. We begin with Advent. This past Sunday marked the first Sunday of Advent, a sacred time of spiritual preparation for the coming of Christ, at the end of time, at Christmas, and every day. Among the various symbols of this holy season is the Advent wreath with its 4 candles. For more on the meaning and use of these, we now go to Father Joseph Scardella, Director of the Diocesan Office of Liturgy and Pastor of St. Mary's Church in Baldwinsville.
The Advent wreath is probably one of the most common of the symbols for the season of Advent. It began really as a home decoration and later made its way into our churches. The significance of the wreath is there are a number of symbols in the wreath. First of all, that it is a wreath. That means that it is ongoing and forever. It does not begin or end as our liturgical year flows from the Feast of Christ the King into the first Sunday of Advent. And so it is significant of the church year. The evergreen, as we know, never loses its leaves. So we use an evergreen as a sign of God's permanence. And then we have the 4 candles of the wreath designating the 4 different weeks of the season. And the 3rd week we use a different colored candle. We have 3 purple and 1 pink. The pink candle is for the 3rd Sunday of Advent when we celebrate Gaudete Sunday. And that is more than a little bit halfway through the season, just to keep up our hope of salvation. And so we use a little bit lighter color just to raise our thoughts that Christ's coming is nearer to us. And so that's why we use those 4 candles during the season of Advent.
Thank you, Father. Another important symbol of both the Advent and Christmas seasons is the Nativity Scene. And Mary Hallman, Director of our Office of Evangelization, now joins us to tell us about the blessing of the Bambinelli.
So the blessing of the Bambinelli is a way for parishes to engage with young families, and the children are asked to bring their baby Jesus from the nativity scene at their house and bring it to Mass, and the Father will bless it. And they can take it home, and we provided some talking points and some activities for families so that when they get home they can further explain to their children and talk about what it means to be a Catholic Christian at Christmas time, and it's all about Jesus.
For information on the dates and locations of the blessing of the Bambinelli, visit our diocesan webpage. Nicole Chenet, Diocesan Social Media Specialist, now brings us this week's Media Minute.
In today's Media Minute, we're introducing you to our Advent Photo Challenge. Each day during the Advent season, we're challenging you to take a photo of a different Advent-themed item. You can download the challenge on our website or on our Facebook page, and you can share your photos with us on social media using hashtag Syracuse Diocese and hashtag Advent Photo Challenge. We hope that you'll participate with us and that you have a blessed Advent season.
Thank you, Nicole. Now let's go to Catherine Long, the editor of the Catholic Sun, for a special preview of what you can find in this week's edition.
Thanks, Father. This week, the Catholic Sun is all about mercy. Father Sight's cover story will delve into what the Jubilee Year of Mercy means for all of us. We'll revisit the sacrament of reconciliation, and we'll brush up on the works of mercy. We also have news from your schools, parishes, and ministries, and highlights from Pope Francis's first visit to Africa. Check out this week's issue in mailboxes Thursday, and don't forget to visit thecatholicsun.com every day for the latest news.
Thank you, Catherine. That's all for this edition. Be sure to check out Sister Bridget O'Mahony's thoughts on the first week of Advent at the end of our program. Until next time, I'm Father Sight, and remember to open your hearts this Advent season and invite the Lord to come. God bless you.
If we took the scriptures, the readings from the liturgical season of Advent, and we just examined those and unpacked those a little bit, I think what we would find is that that is a liturgical GPS. It tells us where we are, what our direction is, and what our destination is. And every week it gives us this GPS, this compass, this map. Where are we headed and how do we get there? It's right there in the liturgical readings for us, but most people are probably like me. I used to listen to the readings at Mass and think, I wonder where they were going with that. I just couldn't put them together. But then I realized, it was like an aha experience, I realized the Church has really put together for us this very clear roadmap in anticipation of this enormously magnificent event. That, by the way, is called Advent, the anticipation of a coming great person or event. So during Advent, the Church is trying to show us scripturally, this is how we prepare for the coming Christ. You know, so Advent is this time of incredible invitation to the Lord. What an opportunity to say to Him, to ask Him to come. In the same way that the Jews were saying to their Messiah, come, please come, we need rescue. You know, in a very profound and intimate and personal way, we're saying to our Messiah, come, we need rescue. We need rescue from ourselves. We need rescue from our fallen selves. We need rescue from our proclivity toward sinfulness. You know, what point is Christmas if it doesn't involve transformation?